The equipment required by the Motor Boating General Regulations, Victoria, and it is in good condition and easy to reach, particularly life jackets and fire extinguishers. Check the fuel. Do you have enough for a return trip? Check fuel lines for leaks. If any petrol has been spilt in refueling, wipe it up immediately and ensure fumes have dispelled before starting. Check yourself. Have you told a responsible person your destination and expected time of return? Are you sober? Remember, the rules for boats as well as cars is, if you drink, don't drive. Loading your boat. Statistics show that one of the greatest single causes of boating accidents is overloading or incorrectly loading small craft. So, don't overload. Distribute the load evenly and keep it low. Never jump into a boat or carry bulky items when boarding. Have packages handed to you once you are aboard. When boarding, step aboard as near midships as possible and hold on to the gunwales. Keep low when moving in a small open boat. Underway. Obey the road rules, number 1. Number 2, keep a good lookout. Number 3, keep to the starboard side of the channel. Number 4, do not obstruct in a channel or fairway. Number 5, keep well clear of large vessels whose safe navigation is restricted. Number 6, consider others. Remember, your boat makes waves. Wash can upset smaller craft or damage them if they are moored to a wharf, pontoon or other boats, especially in confined waterways. Number 7, travel at a safe speed. Remember, your boat has no brakes. Don't speed through narrow channels or near wharfs. Fishing boats, small craft or sailboats operate at dead slow near swimmers. Number 8, don't drive in the wake of water skiers. They may fall into your path. Number 9, make sure that all lines are coiled and out of the way, dry and free of mud and grease. Number 10, don't permit or take part in horseplay aboard a boat. Number 11, keep all rubbish or garbage on board. You can dispose of it on shore later. Number 12, when navigating, remember to allow for winds and strong currents. 13, don't mix alcohol and boating. 14, navigate with maximum care at all times. Night navigation. When you navigate at night, proceed with utmost caution, particularly in unfamiliar waters. The safety of yourself and others is in your hands. Every vessel must carry and exhibit the correct navigation lights to indicate to other vessels its position and course. A careful all-round lookout for hazards must be kept while the vessel is underway. A spotlight should be used when necessary, and the speed of the vessel should be consistent with the locality and visibility. Night navigation. Shipping channels into and out of the state's principal ports are shown on current charts and are always marked by a uniform system of lights and buoys. Vessels are not permitted to anchor in these channels by day or night, except in an emergency. Before navigating at night in any area, ascertain the position of hazards, as these, fixed and afloat, may change from time to time. Vessels underway. Note, white lights indicated by yellow. Little section here. Power-driven pleasure vessel, under 7 meters, 23 feet in length, and whose maximum speed does not exceed 7 knots, 4.5 miles an hour. Side lights are optional. Power-driven vessels, 50 meters, 164 feet and over in length. A, for steaming light. B, port side light. C, starboard side light. D, after steaming light. E, overtaking light. Sailing vessel. Picture here. Power-driven vessels, under 50 meters, 164 feet in length. A, fore steaming light. B, port side light. C, starboard side light. D. Overtaking light. Lights required. A. Yachts under sail seen from side and ahead. B. Power-driven pleasure vessels under 7 meters length, 23 feet, and whose maximum speed does not exceed 7 knots speed, 4.5 miles an hour, side and ahead. C. Power-driven vessels under 50 meters, 164 feet, seen from side and ahead. D. Power-driven vessels 50 meters, 164 feet and over, seen from side and ahead. Examples of vessels A, B, C, and D above seen from astern. Vessels under 50 meters, 164 feet in length at anchor, as seen from your vessel. Well, lights required as seen from your vessel. Vessel 50 meters, 164 feet in length and over at anchor. Vessels, it's just a carryover. Anyway, vessels underway and cannot keep out of the way of other vessels, i.e. not under command. Vessels in chains, vehicular, ferries, etc. underway. Pilot vessel underway seen from head on. Trolling other than trolling. Vessels underway engaged in fishing. Vessel pushing 2 other vessels seen from head on. Tug and tow length of tow 200 meters, 656 feet or less. There are additional lights than those shown, and these are described in the rules of the road collision regulations. Note, white lights indicated by yellow. Dredger signals. Moored dredgers. Signals to be shown so as to be visible all round. Day, night. Fog signal. On bow, short ring by followed long ring. Dredge to be passed on the starboard hand of a vessel entering, port hand leaving. Day, night. Fog signal. On bow, long ring followed by short ring. Dredge to be passed on the port hand of a vessel entering, starboard hand leaving. Fog signal. On bow, 3 short rings in succession. Channel blocked. This signal may be shown by any vessel blocking channel. No prescribed signal. Ordinary anchorage fog signal. Dredge which may be passed on either side. Suction and other self-propelling dredges. Night operation. Vessel should have green and red side lights. Fog signal. Prolonged blast followed by 2 short blasts. Emergency procedures. At some future time, no matter how careful you have been, your boat may at any time be involved in a serious emergency. Fire may break out, someone may fall overboard, or the boat might have a collision and sink. Learn and rehearse the correct emergency procedures. When an emergency does arise, your reaction should be immediate and effective. The following guidelines cover the more common emergencies. Fire! Fire! Carry the correct type of extinguishers in your craft and know their characteristics. Stow the extinguishers where they are readily available in an emergency. Make sure fuel supplies can be shut off, tanks isolated, and that no gas can collect. Enclosed engines with no automatic extinguishing system should be provided with an aperture to receive an extinguisher nozzle to avoid opening the engine housing. Have a plan of action. Your plan should include the correct extinguisher and how and where to use it, its side effects such as toxic or inert gases. Isolate the fire by shutting off fuel and ventilation. Cool down woodwork with water to stop the spread of flames in a way which will not permit fuel to float through bilges, I don't know what that word is, or sink to the boat. Stop or reduce speed, keeping the fire downwind to prevent the blaze being fanned or the heat being blown onto you or your passengers. Clear the area of gear particularly if it is burning or may burn if the fire spreads. Make distress signals. When fire apparently is out of control, prepare to abandon ship. Emergency procedures. Resuscitation. Many apparently drowned people have been revived by artificial respiration. It should be commenced as soon as the person is pulled from the water. Every moment of delay is serious. It should be continued at least 4 hours without stopping or until normal breathing commences or the patient is declared dead by a doctor. Jesus Christ. Mouth to mouth. Place the unconscious victim on his back as you must be able to see his face. I need to look at you real good. 2. Move an injured victim cautiously. 3. If there is foreign matter visible at the mouth, turn his head to the side, force his mouth open and quickly clean the mouth and throat with your fingers or a piece of cloth. Just have another look at the pictures there. Place the victim's head in a sniffing position. Placing the head as far back as possible so that his neck is extended, and hold his lower jaw open upward so that it juts out. It is almost important that the jaw be held in this position. Hold the jaw in this position in one hand. Approach the victim's head from his left side. Number 6. Insert the thumb of your left hand between the victim's teeth and grasp his lower jaw at the midline. 7. Lift the lower jaw forcefully, upward so that the lower teeth are higher than the upper teeth. 8. Hold the jaw in this position as long as the victim is unconscious. 9. Close the victim's nose with your right hand. 10. After taking a deep breath, place your mouth over the victim's mouth with airtight contact. Do not hold the victim's mouth open widely, as you must take the entire mouth of the victim inside your lips. Number 11. Blow into the victim's mouth forcefully if adult and gently if child. Fucking hell. 12. While blowing, watch the victim's chest. When the chest rises, stop blowing and quickly remove your mouth from the victim's mouth. 13. When the chest does not rise, improve the support of the air passageway and blow more forcefully. Fucking hell, I can't do this. 14. Repeat these inflations 12 to 20 times per minute. Abandon ship! Ensure, if possible, that everyone is wearing a life jacket before they go over the side. Use distress signals to attract attention. Don't waste distress flares. Many boats involved in accidents don't actually sink. Whenever possible, stay close to the vessel. Man overboard! Man overboard! Stop the motor. Turn the bow towards the person. Throw accurately a life-saving device, a life buoy, buoyant cushion, as soon as possible. Keep the person inside at all times. Instruct any passengers to act as lookouts. At night, illuminate the search area. Approach from downwind or into the sea. Assist the person on board. Stop engines if embarking over the stern. Engine failure. Practice emergency repairs and carry the appropriate tools. If necessary, you should then know what to do. Wet ignition is the worst enemy of petrol engines, so if you are forced to repair your engine, make sure you have a waterproof cover with big enough to work under. Maneuver your craft to keep water off the engine. Learn to recognize the sound of your engine. If it is not normal, take measures to ensure your safety. Courtesy at launching ramps. Delays at launching ramps are inconvenient, irritating, and where retrieval of boats is concerned, often dangerous. Time spent waiting to launch would naturally be better spent on the water, and to reduce these delays, it is suggested that boat operators should load and unload their craft at a jetty, if available, after launching and before retrieval. If a jetty is not available, load before proceeding onto the ramp and unload once the craft has been towed from the ramp. Do you know the answers? Question. Why are the steering and sailing rules necessary? Answer. To provide a uniform system of safe navigation in any condition of visibility. What is meant by a proper lookout? Maintain continuous watch by sight and hearing and other appropriate means to appraise and evaluate the situation and rise of collision. What is safe speed? To proceed so that a vessel can take proper and effective action to avoid collision and be stopped within a distance appropriate to prevailing circumstances and conditions. In a narrow channel, on which side should a vessel normally be navigated? Answer. That side of the fairway or mid-channel which lies on the starboard side of the vessel. Should power vessels normally give way to sail? Yes, unless the sailing vessel is overtaking. What is the duty of an overtaking vessel? To keep out of the way of the vessel being overtaken. Question. If two power-driven vessels are meeting head-on, what obligations arise? Each must alter course to starboard so as to pass on the port side of the other. Question. If a power-driven vessel approaches you on your starboard side, what should you do? Keep out of its way. Question. If a power-driven vessel approaches you on your port side, what should you do? Maintain your course and speed, but when a collision obviously cannot be avoided by the action of the give-way vessel, then take early positive evasive action. Question. If a collision appears to be imminent, what action should you take? Answer. If you are the vessel with the right of way, take early positive evasive action. If you are the give-way vessel, reduce speed, stop, or go astern. Do you know the answers? What is indicated by A, 1 short blast, B, 2 short blasts, C, 3 short blasts? Answer. A, I am altering my course to starboard. B, I am altering my course to port. C, I am operating astern propulsion. Or in fog, the channel is blocked. What is meant by the term sailing vessel? Answer. A vessel which is propelled solely by sails. What lights are carried by a power-driven pleasure vessel under 7 meters 23 feet in length, capable of speed of 7 knots 4.5 miles an hour? Answer. An all-round masthead light and optional side lights. Question. If a sailing vessel is mechanically propelled, what lights should it carry at night? Answer. The lights for a power-driven vessel of an equivalent size. Question. How would you identify a sailing vessel at night? A. When propelled solely by a sail. B. When mechanically propelled. A. It will carry side lights, a stern, and mast headlights. B. It will carry side lights, a mast headlight, and a stern light. Question. What colour are the lights referred to above? Port side light, red. Starboard light, side light, green. Mast headlight and stern light, white. Question. Describe the flag signal A and what it indicates when displayed. Flag A blue and white flag vertically divided with the blue away from the mast and swallow-tailed means I have driven down and requires other vessels not exceed 8 km 5 miles per hour within 90 meters 300 feet. Question. What is the duty of an observer? Answer. To watch and, if necessary, report to the driver of the towing vessel all matters affecting the towing of a water skier aquaplaner. Question: what are the requirements for an observer? Answer: responsible person in a position to observe and communicate with the boat operator. Question: if a vessel is involved in an accident causing injury to any person, how, when, and to whom should the person in charge report? Answer: as soon as possible to the nearest police station. Whoop whoop. Question: at what times of day is water skiing prohibited? Answer: from 1 hour after sunset to 1 hour before sunrise. You're not allowed, naughty boy. Question: what is the maximum number of water skiers, aquaplaners, who may be towed at one time? Answer: 3. Question: give the meaning of any of the following terms. A. Stem. B. Bows. C. Underway. D. Give way. E. Go astern. F. Stem the tide. Answer: the front end of the vessel. B. the right and left sides of the front end of the vessel. C. not at anchor or made fast to the shore or aground. D. reduce speed, stop, go astern, or alter course so as to keep out of the path of another vessel. E. to move stern from first through the water. F. to move against the direction in which the tide is flowing. Question: what precautions should you take when the sun's glare affects visibility? Answer: reduce speed and or alter course to avoid glare. Question: what is wash? Answer: wash is a wave motion caused by vessels underway. Question: what is pollution? Answer: the discharge into navigable waters of garbage, sewage, oil, etc., for which offenders may be heavily fined. Who are they? Question: where should a vessel not be anchored? Answer: in commercial shipping channels or fairways, prohibited areas, or near submarine cables, except in emergencies. Question: must you know who is driving your vessel at any time? Yes! Well done, people. So, that was Safe Boating in Victoria, 1980. A pamphlet I found in my garage by a couple of dead old people who like to hoard things, so let's see what else we can find. Thank you for watching.